So, welcome back dear students. Today's video class we are going to discuss about the continued concept in biotechnology. In previous class we discussed about the introduction concept about the biotechnology, because we have started the chapter biotechnology principles and processes. So, in that we know that what is the definition of biotechnology, who discovered biotechnology, and there is the another branch, the same branch in biotechnology we also call it is a genetic engineering or genetic surgery. In that we discussed about the tools which are used in recombination of DNA molecules. What are those tools? Those are required for the almost all to production the hybrid DNA molecules. So, we discussed yesterday first tools that we want, that is called as a desired gene. Desired gene will be required, that is the gene of interest. By taking the gene of interest which takes place in the plants or animals or tissue or isolated cells or from any part of the body, we take an interest which one we want and make it as a hybrid DNA molecules. Like that we discussed about the next vectors. Those vectors are responsible for the carry the genes from one organism to the another organisms. Same vector in today's class we discuss about the one of the very important vector that's called as a plasmids. Yesterday also I told you plasmids. Plasmids are responsible for, these are act like as an vector. What they carry? They carry the genes introduced into the host body and to almost undergoes to the development growth to form a number of hybrid DNA molecules. Like that same concept in the plasmids we discussed about the main important concept in today's class. What is that? Structure of plasmids. Dear students, in plasmids there are some types are there. What are those plasmids in that? Because plasmid is an small extracircular chromosomal double stranded DNA molecules. How tani? Yesterday you discussed. What is this? It is a small, it is a circular extra chromosomal double stranded DNA molecule which carry the genes into the body, into the host, that is the body of organism. Host is nothing but a organism body. In that plasmid there are one type, such a type that we call it is a PBR322 is there, PUC18 is there, cosmids is there, phasmids is there, bacteriophages are there. Because yesterday class we discussed about the vectors. In that vectors I told you the vectors are examples are nothing but a plasmids, next cosmids, next phasmids, next bacteriophages. These are all work as an vector, nothing but a plasmids. In that for you they are given a one example that's called as a PBR322 number of plasmids. So, another one I am going to discuss with you, that is type is that PUC18. What's that? PUC18. PUC18 nothing but the plasmid of University of California. Plasmid of University of California, that number should be 18, that stain number they are given. Just get the full form of this PUC. Sometime it will be asked you in the NEET level aspects. So, that's way the plasmid of University of California, first time discovered in the California University, that's why they are given, it is a PUC and it is 18 number plasmids, that is the 18 number endonuclease concepts. So, like that you must remember as a PUC18. Cosmid is there. Already you know that what is the meaning of cosmids. In yesterday class I discussed with you, and phasmids and bacteriophage. Let us, for your second PUC, they are given only the ideal concept about the which one? PBR322. Let us start. What is this PBR322? What it discovered? Who discovered everything concept? Come, first point. Structure of PBR 322. It is widely used E. coli cloning vector. This is the first used E. coli cloning vector. Cloning, already I told you, cloning nothing but taking a desired gene from one organism, introduce into the another organism and forms a multi number of copies. That multi number of copies, same copies, that's the same type of the organism is going to produce us in this situation, that is called as a clone. Clone nothing but almost same number of individuals to produce by crossing. That's why it is a widely used E. coli cloning vector. First one. Next one is, what is this size of this plasmid? It is only about the 4.3 kb in size. How much it is size? This plasmid, this is the 4.3 kb in size. You must remember the diagram of this one. The diagram of this one asks for only for diagram 2 marks question. If description asks for you as a 5 marks questions. So that's way you must be remember diagrammatically structural analysis is going on here. Okay, just it is about 4.3 kb in size. Next, who is discovered this one? It is discovered by the Bolivar and Rodriguez. See the scientist name, it's very important here, dear students. Discovered by who is that? Bolivar and Rodriguez in the year of 1977. This first plasmid, the name itself is called as a PBR 322. Here PBR meaning plasmid of Bolivar and Rodriguez. Both the scientists first time they are discovered this one. That's way, that's number they are given, that number should be a 322. It is a stain number. Plasmid of Bolivar and Rodriguez 322. This is the full form of PBR. PBR nothing but a plasmid of Bolivar and Rodriguez. Why means it is discovered by the scientists and in the year of 1977. Next, what it has? Just see the structure, then come to the structural concept. This structure how it is? It is completely a circular double-stranded DNA molecules, because it acts as a genetic material to frame the number of copies. Due to that reasons, it is a extra chromosomal DNA. What it has? Just think about. It have some sites are here. See, I am going to mark some sites like these sites. These are all nothing but a sites where the enzymes are going to recognized. The enzymes are recognized sites. These are the first. You must remember here. This site is called as a EcoR1. EcoR1. This is a type of the restriction endonuclease enzyme. REN enzyme, EcoR1. I am discuss with this one laterwards. Okay, this is the site of EcoR1. This is nothing but a enzyme. Remember this first, R1. Next, so this site, in this site there are 3 enzymes are going to recognized. What are those 3 enzymes? The first enzyme is called as a BAMH1. Next one is that SAL1. And next one is that XM1. These are all name of the enzyme. These are responsible for the cloning the copies. So those recognition sites, BAMH1 is that is Bacillus hemiphilis, like that we call it is a, and Salmonella aspects is that Xerophthalmia aspects are there. So these are all will nothing but a enzymes. They recognize the sites. And next, this site is called as a PVU second site, and this site is called as a PVU first site. What are these? These are all nothing but already I told you enzymes. They are particularly for the circulation of the plasmid into the host body. And next, this site is responsible for PST1. And come to here, dear students, there is another very important site. That site is called as a ORI site. ORI site is nothing but a origin of replication site, where the genes are, what that genes, that desired genes will be introduced into this site. From this site they are introduced into the plasmid. This plasmid start to circular. With the help of enzyme, the process will going to continuous. It's undergoing to the self replication. I already told you. Self replication due to the action of these enzymes. These enzymes responsible for the formation of the number of copies, that called as a cloning concept, like that. And another very important is that inside there are two antibiotic resistance are there. Those gives the power, those resistance, that is we call it is a AMP-R, and another one is that TET-R. What is this? Ampicillin resistance. Here R means resistance, AMP means ampicillin. Next, tetracycline resistance. What is the TET? Tetracycline resistance. These are responsible for the generation of the power for the cloning concepts. Like this, the whole structure is having a different type of the enzymes and two antibiotic resistance. Like this here is, come here. What is this? It has one ORI site. That ORI site is nothing but a origin of replication site. That site where the genes are going to introduce to start the process. Which process? Replication process. And two antibiotic resistance are there. Two antibiotic resistance sites. What are those? One is that AMP-R, another one is that TET-R. AMP-R nothing but a ampicillin, TET-R nothing but a tetracycline. Next, 7 specific enzymes recognition sites. These are all called as a 7 specific enzyme recognition site. Dear students, this PBR 322, it is completely having 13 enzymes are there. Totally 13 enzymes. Out of 13 enzymes, these 7 enzymes are play very important role. That's why they are mentioned the 7 enzymes in the circular DNA. That circular DNA is nothing but a plasmid. So these 7 play very important role in the replication of the plasmid molecule. So that's why there is the 7 specific enzyme recognition sites. Those enzymes specifically, these are having a recognized by these enzymes. And next, this is the structural analysis. What it has? It has a 7 specific enzymes are there, 2 antibiotic resistance are there, and 1 ORI site is that. ORI site will be nothing but a origin of replication site. What is the main function of plasmid? To clone. Because plasmid is act like as a vector. We want this gene introduced into my body in the molecular level, in the nuclear level. How we are going to introduce? We want to take one transporting mechanism. That transporting mechanism is nothing but this plasmid. Then introduce through this one, this gene, then it starts to replication process. It inserted into the nuclear level in the cytoplasm, in the bacteria. Then it going to form say number of copies, same copies. So that same copies only we are going to get. Because of that reasons we used the vector. What is that vector? PBR 322. Okay. Then come in plants and animals, we are using the some vectors are here. What are those? Just think about here. The vectors for cloning genes in plant. The vectors for cloning, nothing but a vectors, nothing but a plasmid. For cloning genes in plants are called as a TI plasmids. See, the word is here. In plants, we are going to use the vectors. So those vectors are called as a TI plasmid. What is TI? TI nothing but a meaning tumor inducing plasmid. Tumor inducing, which takes place in the plants. Tumor will going to induces in the plants, and this will be isolated from the such a type of bacteria that is called as a Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Agrobacterium tumefaciens. From that bacteria, they are isolated such a type of the plasmid that is called as a TI plasmid. This plasmid used as an vectors in where? In plants. In plants, they want to form a multiple number of coffees. Due to that reason, they are using the TI plasmid. Here, TI plasmid acts as an vector. Where? In plants. From where it will be isolated? It will be isolated from the Agrobacterium tumefaciens. Dear students, it's very important for you in competitive level. They are asked, already asked, the Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This is this word. What is this word? They are using the one vector. What is TI plasmid? TI plasmid is nothing but a tumor inducing plasmid. From which plant it will be, from which bacteria it will be isolated. Where it is used? It is used in plants. It is isolated from Agrobacterium tumefaciens. This is in plants. And in animals, they are using one such a type of the virus. That viruses are called as a retrovirus. Basically, retroviruses are pathogenic virus. These can made by genetically non-pathogenic, because these are very fastest movement, rapid movement undergoes to the host body. That's why make them as a non-pathogenic instead of pathogens. Then used for them in a delivered of genes into the plasmids, as a plasmid into the animals. So, just a think here, in animals they are uses the non-pathogenic retroviruses used for delivered genes in the animals, for taking the genes and introduce into the host of the animal body. Animal body they are going to introduce using the which viruses? Those viruses are called as a retroviruses. These are act like as an vectors. Where? In plants and animals. Must be remember this point. This is an important note point for you. This is in plants. In animals, what type of the plasmids or vectors are used for the cloning purposes? So that is, one is the TI plasmid, another one is that retroviruses. So this is the idea about the which one? Structure of PBr 322. It's very simple structure, and description also very simple. How means, just you can remember the what are those 7 recognition enzyme sites, and only one is that ORI site. Inside that there are 2 resistance, antibiotic resistance are there, AMPAR and TETR. You must be remember the enzymes, what are those acts which are helpful for the replication process. So this is the concept, idea about which one? Structure of PBr 322. This is idea. Then come next one. What are another tools which are used in the genetic engineering? Those other tools are called as a enzymes. What are those enzymes which are used in the molecular level for the purpose of cloning? So there are 2 types of the enzymes mainly we are using. Those 2 enzymes are called as a, one is that REN, another one is that DNA ligases. REN and DNA ligases, these 2 enzymes are used in molecular level for the formation of the recombinant DNA or hybrid DNA molecules. Then come how these enzymes are act here. There is the first enzyme today's class we discussed about, what is that? REN. See, name itself indicated that R means restriction, E means endonucleases. Complete, REN. Restriction, endonucleases. Restriction means restricted. Restricted meaning cleave or break. Endo means inside. Where? In the nucleus. So, finally there is the ASC. Prefix is there. ASC meaning is that is called as enzymes. Enzyme name like that. Okay. Restriction, endonucleases. These are present in the nucleus. They want to break the strands of the DNA wherever they are required. That is the specific sites are there. In that sites only they must be break. Come about the enzymes. In examination sometime they are asked for 3 marks question. Write a note on REN or restriction endonucleases. Then come, what is that? It is a nuclear enzyme that break DNA at specific sites. What is that first point? It is a nuclear enzyme means it will be present in nucleus. Okay, REN. And that break DNA at specific sites. Because you must remember there are so many sites are there. Those sites we call it is a nucleotides or nitrogen bases. Those nitrogen bases in DNA and RNA will be different. In DNA we call it is a ATGC nitrogen bases. In RNA AUGC nitrogen bases. These nitrogen bases undergoes to the self-replications with the complementary base pairs. Like that type of, I am going to told you after that. So, first come to here where they are going to break. They break at the specific sites because there is the number of REN enzymes are there. So, that is why in a specific particular sites they break the DNA. Okay. Next, these are called biomolecular seizures. It's a competitive question. REN are called as a biomolecular seizures. Why? Give reasons. Why means here only is that these are a enzyme, nuclear enzyme that break DNA at a specific sites. They are under the action of breaking action, cleaving action. What is the seizures? Seizures means cutting. Scissors are we are using for the cutting, like that they are also used for the cutting. Remember dear students, in our body we are going to get some genetic disorders. Those genetic disorders are almost all in the gene level will going to formed. Like that phenylketonuria is there, cystic fibrosis is there, sickle cell anemia, thalassemia. There are number of gene disorders are there. How these gene disorders are formed? These gene disorders are formed by the mutation concept. The mutation concept nothing but a sudden but heritable change. At the hereditary level, almost all the genes are become a mutant. Those genes are called as a mutant genes. If we remove those mutant genes from that DNA, then we are going to using the almost all, what is that, this type of the enzymes. What are those enzymes? Those are called as a REN. This REN also useful for that concept. It is not only for the cutting purposes, it is also used for the cutting the mutant genes. If the mutant genes is here, you must be remove this mutant genes. Due to in the molecular level, if you want to cut means you must be use the REN. This is the one of the very important function of REN to replacement of mutant gene, and in that introduce the normal gene by the another enzyme that is called as a DNA ligase enzyme. So, like these two enzymes play very important role in the replacement of this concept. Then the person almost all not suffering from the any type of the diseases which are happens in the genetical way. So, like this also these are used. That's way, because of that reasons these enzymes are called as a biomolecular seizures. Okay, na? This is you remembering point for you. Next, who is discovered this one? The REN are discovered by the scientist Hamilton Smith. Hamilton Smith, he was the first scientist to discover the biomolecular seizures. Those are called as a REN, restriction endonucleases. Next, what they are recognizers? Just think about. These recognizes specific sequence of DNA and cuts both the strands. That's very important. I told you here only specific site. Particular enzymes will go into play in particular sites. Not all the enzymes are play in a one site. That's why the enzymes are in specificity nature. That's we call it is a specific nature. Enzymes are always in a specific nature. Why? Means these are having a particular sites. In that site only they are going to cut. So that's why these recognizes specific sequence of DNA and cuts both the strand. For example, here the one enzymes they are given. What is that enzymes? That is called as a EcoR1. What is this? EcoR1. This EcoR1, such type of a one REN, it will be discovered from the bacteria. That bacteria is called as a E. coli bacteria. What is that? E. coli bacteria. From that, the such a type of REN discovered, that is called as a EcoR1. So E. coli, the full form of E. coli nothing but a Escherichia coli. Escherichia coli, this is the bacterial name, and same Eco, it's also nothing but a Escherichia coli, or nothing but a, that is strain number is that RY13. It is commonly used the straining, nothing but it is coloring for identification of the genes. Easily we make them as a strains. If you make a strains, we are going to identify in the molecular level. In the microscope, it will be easily recognizing. That's why they are using the strain number 13, RY13, and the one is there. One is nothing but a, this is the first endonuclease enzyme to discovered. It is an first endonuclease enzyme to discovered. What is that first endonuclease enzyme? EcoR1. Eco meaning is that Escherichia coli, R meaning it is a strain RY13, 1 meaning it is an first endonuclease to discovered in the REN. That is the restriction endonuclease enzyme, that is this one. Okay, remember this is the first endonuclease. It will be asked you in the competitive exam. E. coli R1 and isolated from E. coli bacteria, where it cuts. This is very important. It's also you must be remember. It cuts between G and A nucleotides. Just think about here. See 5' to G double A T T C to 3'. These are the nucleotides where the EcoR1 acts. Then come make it complementary sequences, 5' to 3', again 5'. So instead of C, which nucleotide is coming? G. Next T, complementary base pair A. Next same A. Next T, and G in between C, and make it completely as a 3' end. This is nothing but the complementary base pair strands. In this complementary base pair strands, the EcoR1 REN, it will be cut in between G and A nucleotides. Here dear students, G and A. So it will be cut in between here the strands, and here no, from this here see, from 5' end. In this end it will go into cut it. in between G and A. Like this, there is the BAM H1 is there, SAL1 is there, PVU1 or 2. These are also a REN. These are also cut a different sequences in between the nucleotides. In that same concept, echo R1 cut in between G and A nucleotides. Then these nucleotides will be removed from the parts, and here this nucleotide will be removed from the 5'. So like this chain, this frame will going to changes. When it going to cut, this frame will going to changes. Then how this frame begins again in a normal position? Another enzyme, that enzyme is called as a DNA ligase enzyme. Like this, replication process will be start in the plasmids. So this is the way how these REN will be helpful for us. If you cut these ones, you can take your required genes, introduce into this part, okay na? Make it as a ligating and introduce into the plasmid. Then there is the new plasmid is going to form. That is called as a recombinant concept. That technology also is there. In next classes I am going to discuss with you about that process also, how we can make crossing. Okay, just here you get the only information about where the echo R1 cut. Echo R1 cut in between G and A nucleotides, like this process. So this is the another important concept about the genetic engineering tools. What is that? That is the first one, REN enzyme. In next class, we discussed about the DNA ligase enzymes. So today's class, we must be important concept in today's class is structure of PBr322 along with explanation. Remember this one, ask for you as a 3 marks question or 5 marks question, or only diagrams will be 2. This is the way they are asking. Okay, so today we can going to stop here only. So next class we can continue again. Okay, thank you.